Walk into any Walmart in America and find the fishing aisle. There is a pegboard wall of rods there that thousands of people walk past every single day without slowing down. Because the rods are cheap, the display is plain, and there is no famous logo screaming for attention. And that is exactly the mistake. Hanging on that pegboard right now are rods with the same class of carbon, the same cork, and the same spec sheets as rods costing $80, $150, even $300 at the specialty stores. The crowd ignores them. The people who know gear quietly load their carts. Today, I am showing you 7 fishing rods sitting at Walmart right now that everyone ignores, but that are absolute gold mines, including the one at number 1 that owners say embarrasses their expensive gear. Before we start, hit subscribe, because this channel does this exact math every single week. And if you want every price this channel has ever verified in one honest book, the logo tax is linked in the description and the pinned comment. Now drop a comment with the rod on your reel right now and what you paid, and I will tell you straight if you paid the logo tax. No sponsor, no brand worship. Let's get into it. Start with why this even works. A rod is a blank, a handful of guides, a reel seat, and a handle. And the blank, the actual rod part, is most of what a rod is. Graphite blanks come out of a small number of factories that roll for a very long list of brand names. And the material in a $40 blank is often the same modulus class as the blank in a $150 rod. What the premium price adds is real but small. Smoother guide inserts, tighter quality control, a few ounces of weight. What it mostly adds is the name, and the fish has never once read the name. And think about why Walmart's rack is this cheap in the first place. No slotting fees to a fancy retailer, no Pro Tour sponsorships, no lit displays, house brands with no marketing budget at all. The savings are not coming out of the rod. They are coming out of the decoration. One honest ground rule, because this audience knows rods. The same blank does not mean the same rod. A $300 stick genuinely carries better guides and tighter tolerances, and the 40-day-a-year angler will feel it. And one practical rule that matters at Walmart specifically: buy your rod in the store, never shipped, because rod tips get snapped in transit. So flex it and check the guides before you walk out. Counting down from 7. Number 7, the Zebco 33 Combo, around $25. The 33 launched in 1954, and it is the rod and reel that taught America to fish. It is not a tournament tool. It is the tool that gets a kid or a total beginner catching fish on day 1, because the push-button design eliminates line tangles, and tangles are the number 1 reason new anglers quit. The fair caveat: you will outgrow it, and that is exactly what it is for. 70 years of continuous production is not an accident. It is a verdict, and nothing on earth starts a fisherman for $25 like a 33. Buy one for every kid in the family, and you have still spent less than one premium rod. The next one is the cheapest reel sensitivity in the store. Number 6, the Berkley Cherrywood HD, around $25. Berkley has been building fishing gear since 1937, and the Cherrywood is their quiet sleeper. A light graphite rod with a genuinely fast action, and I will be precise, because people get this wrong. Berkley lists it as fast action. The tip loads quickly and telegraphs the lightest bites straight into your hand. For jigs, worms, and finesse work, $25 has no business feeling this good, because the fish that barely taps the bait is usually the biggest one of the day, and this is the cheapest rod that will tell you about it. The fair caveat: fast and light is not the rod for horsing fish out of heavy cover. The next one gives part of its price to veterans, and still undercuts the tackle shop. Number 5, the Lew's American Hero, around $50 to $70 depending on the model. Lew's is a real tournament brand, not a house label. And the American Hero line runs a legitimate IM6 graphite blank, while the company pledges part of every sale to programs supporting military veterans. You are getting a true brand name blank at Walmart for a fraction of what the flagship Lew's rods cost at specialty shops, and every purchase quietly does some good on top. The fair caveat: it is the entry point of the family, so the components are simpler, and the price dances between models, so rid the tag on the specific rod in your hand. But it is a real rod with a real cause behind it. The next one is the legend everyone recognizes and still underestimates. Number 4, the ugly Stik GX2, around $50, and that is the real current price, not the $25 that old videos still quote, so check the peg, not the hype. Graphite wrapped in fiberglass with the famous clear tip, quite possibly the hardest rod to break ever sold in America. The rod charter guides hand to clients on purpose because it survives trucks, kids, piers, and oceans. The fair caveat: durability costs sensitivity. It is a tank, not a scalpel, and you will miss the lightest taps. But ask around any dock and you will hear the same story. The client rods are ugly sticks. They get slammed in tailgates and stepped on flat, and they keep coming back for more. As the rod that refuses to die, $50 is still a bargain. The next one is the upgrade almost nobody notices. Quick word, because we are right at the turn. Everything this channel has verified: the $9 braid, the $50 Yeti killer, the store checks, the Amazon junk filter, and 3 complete builds that each cost less than one glass case reel is in one book now. It is called The Logo Tax, and the link is in the description and the pinned comment. Now, the top 3. Number 3, the ugly Stik Elite, around $45. It hangs right next to the regular stick, and almost nobody looks twice, which is a shame because the Elite carries more graphite in the blank, lighter, and noticeably more sensitive, plus a real cork handle instead of foam, and cork is the handle material of the $300 wall. The fair caveat: it keeps some of that famous ugly Stik softness, so it is not a fast tournament stick. But hold the Elite in one hand and the regular Stik in the other, and you will feel the difference in 10 seconds. Lighter, livelier, and more honest about what is happening at the end of your line. The premium version of a legend for the price of a tank of gas. The next 2 are where the gold mine gets absurd. Number 2, the Ozark Trail OTX baitcast, around $35. Walmart's own house brand. No famous logo, no endorsements, no ad budget, and that is exactly why the spec sheet reads like a lie. An IM7 graphite blank, the same carbon class as rods at $80 and $100, stainless guides, and a real cork split grip. The fair caveat: house brand means quality control is the corner they cut, so flex it in the store and check every guide. But spec for spec, it is one of the most absurd values in fishing, and its spinning brother takes the crown. And number 1, the Ozark Trail OTX spinning rod, $36.97. The purest gold mine on any pegboard in America, because there is no logo to pay for at all. An IM7 carbon blank, stainless steel guides, a genuine cork handle. And the owners already know. Anglers who bought one write that they run their $100 reels on this $37 rod by choice, that it is snappy, sensitive, and casts better than it has any right to. Walmart will not even say which factory builds it, and that anonymous factory is almost certainly rolling blanks for names you would recognize. The fair caveat: inspect the tip and every guide before you walk out. That is the trade. Load the blank gently against your palm and watch the recovery. A good one snaps back in one clean motion with no wobble. Then run a finger around every guide insert feeling for cracks. 30 seconds, and you are holding the best pure value in the entire store. So here's the uncomfortable question. If a $37 house brand rod runs the same class of carbon and the same cork as the $80 to $300 wall, what exactly is everyone else paying for? Better guides, somewhat. Tighter tolerances, somewhat. But mostly a name and a lit display, and neither one has ever set a hook. That is the whole game. A rod is a blank with hardware on it, and the blank is hanging on the pegboard everyone ignores. If it were my money, the OTX spinning for the best pure value in the store, the Cherrywood for cheap sensitivity, and the GX2 for the rod that cannot die. All three together for about $110, a third of one premium rod. And remember the reel upgrade. The rod is almost never the weak link in a cheap setup. The reel is, so put your savings into the reel, because a $100 reel on a $37 rod is exactly how the smart money builds a workhorse. If you learned something today, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. Now tell me in the comments, what is the best thing you have ever pulled off a Walmart pegboard? Every angler has one. And next time, the Walmart fish finders that read the bottom like units costing $700. I'll see you there.